Now, as far as the economy, let's do one fish, two fish. Let me explain the fraud that's been perpetrated upon humanity for the last half a century. The reason things are worse for everybody is rather simple. You're dealing with unconscionables, predators, psychotic beings that you allow to control stuff because they bully you and you run away. Basically the bottom line. The bullies aren't the kids in the school. The bullies are the people that you work for, by the way. You see, if the economy and the numbers for pay followed the economy from, let's say, the 70s till 2010, I believe the numbers were, the minimum wage did not increase as the economy cost did by 2/3. So in other words, if I were to simplify this in numbers for you, if you're getting $7 an hour minimum wage now, it should be 21. If everything was to keep up, it should be 21. So not only should you be getting $21 an hour as a minimum wage, but you should have been getting all those increases all along, all the years you've been working, which, as we'll get into, is how much money you're owed. Anyway, so what they did was rather simple. You had Bader, right? Now she's a Supreme Court. She said that women should be paid the same. And they said, yeah, whatever. We'll do whatever you want because you're a winner. You're a winner. You know what you're talking about. We'll do whatever you want. So they did. So what did they do? They paid them. But they paid them the money from their spouse. Do you understand what happened? So they were getting $7, let's say. Instead of getting them raised up to 14 or 12, they gave the spouse $6, which also kept them complaining. You have to focus on this. This is very important. About the women not getting the same amount as men. So they always paid the women less. Why? Very simple. So that's where you're focused. Do you understand? That's why women always got less. Just so that's what your focus and your complaint is. It's not on the fact that, wait a second, whatever you gave the women, you took from their spouse, took from their spouse, took from their spouse, took from their spouse, took from their spouse. You should have just given it to the spouse and the woman didn't have to work. See? And if they worked, they would have gotten additional money, but you took the money from the spouse and you gave it to the wife. And then as time went on, they did the same exact thing with the child. So it's 1/3, 2/3. So the husband should have been getting $21 an hour and the wife and the child shouldn't be working at all. They should be home playing family. But instead they gave the wife the husband's money and then they gave the child the husband's money. So the husband's getting $7 an hour. Do you understand? And the wife is getting paid and the child's getting paid. Everybody's working. And guess what? Unemployment is great. Do you understand the unemployment scam also? Unemployment scam, unemployment scam. Do you understand the unemployment scam also? Listen, unemployment, you have everything backwards. The goal isn't to work. Listen, if they're telling you what the goal is, it's not that. I can't explain that or extend that enough to you. If you watch television and they say to you, as an overall thing, this is good, I'm telling you it's not. You understand? Just like your retirement. It's bad. It's really bad. Which I have a whole segment on it. It is beyond bad. Okay? It's a joke, in fact, like everything else. It's all the same scam systems. They just have different titles. That one's called retirement, which is really just a saving for your own health care. Yeah, they got you going and coming in all directions. You don't even know where the hell you're going. So, is the goal to have more people working? Is that really the goal? No. That's not even close to the goal. The goal is the same no matter where you look in society. It has nothing to do with a job or anything. The goal is to keep everybody busy. And what better way to keep them busy than have them be demanded to be in need? Yeah, not just for the husband's job, but hell, you got control of the whole entire family now, don't you? And well, if the spouse wasn't working and the child wasn't working, maybe, just maybe, all those millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people would come upon wondering how this whole thing works. And yeah, you don't want to have time for that kind of stuff. Yeah, no. Unemployment, everybody get to work. Look how great things are. Trust me, they're really bad. Really bad. And don't forget, all that money is owed. So these people that have all this money, that's your money. That's not their money. Whether you're shorted on one paycheck or shorted for decades, you're still shorted and you're owed the money, plus interest. That should also clarify how they basically removed the middle class. And now you just have the needy and the low class. Or rather, no class. That's why they have to buy their class. Right, Certificate Filbert? Kids, be the source or buy bullshit.